Like when I was giving my answers, I could tell you were like looking around, trying to.
I realized that love isn't enough.
I just wasn't honestly a fan of the gold in the hair.
You know, if they tell me that they're not ready for a relationship, I need to move on.
We have not got any pop balloons yet.
What's something from your previous relationship that you learned about yourself that you're going to take into your next relationship?
I would hold things in and then it would just, come out in ways that wasn't beneficial to the relationship.
You got the gemstones on your teeth, and I just honestly just wasn't a fan of that. So who is the most important man in your life, and what qualities stand out about him to you? If there was one thing your partner could do that'd make you immediately smile and have butterflies in your stomach.
Yeah, oh, here, let's go, okay, go. Yeah, she wanna make me her wife, but I don't wanna be her wife, okay. Slide by in the motherfucking range, I do the dash in the vintage, yeah.
YouTube, what is good with y'all? I'm back again with another Pop the Balloon reaction video. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this video. Let me know what else I should be reacting to. 98% of y'all not subscribed, so if you fuck with the video, then tap in and subscribe. Make sure you like the video and check out my playlist to see my other Pop the Balloon reaction videos. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
Jared.
Jared. How old are you?
I'm 38.
And what do you do?
So I'm a senior manager for a Fortune 500 company, and I'm also a baker on the side as well.
Okay, and now what are some things you like to do for fun?
So for fun, love hanging out with friends and family. It could be anything from playing spades to being at a cookout to, at a party. Also love working out. Fitness is very important to me. So those are a couple things that are important to me that I like having, like doing.
Okay, and now what do you look for in a woman?
Honestly, someone who's beautiful inside and out. Someone who has a beautiful heart and amazing character. You always are looking for somebody who's very attractive, but looks fade in your character, who is who you are at your core.
Right.
Someone who loves a joke, have fun, loves to be around family. Also somebody who loves to work out. Just like I just said, it's important to me. So just someone who I can create a safe space for,
Okay.
To where I feel appreciated, and to also where she can feel like she's being loved correctly.
All right, now what are some deal breakers?
A woman who lacks emotional intelligence, right? At this big grown age, I'm 38. I've been through a fair amount of things, so I just love a woman who's able to communicate how she feels, whether it may be good or bad. Just being able to communicate.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. So we have not got any pop balloons yet. So let me hand you a pick. Everybody says this is the hard part,
This is
but
the hard
I'm
part.
going
This
to
is
have you
pressure.
pop 3 balloons.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop 3.
This is pressure.
Alright, so boom. He is tall. He has a good outfit on. He didn't dress up too fancy with the suit, but he has the Louis Vuitton shoes. I like that shirt. I don't know what brand it is, but I feel like I've seen that brand before. He's tall. He said he works out. You could tell that he be in the gym. He's got a nice smile, all that. His hair is done. His hair got a good haircut, whatever. He seems like a cool guy too. I know for women on this show, usually it's not enough for them if you're just well put together, you have a good job, because that was another thing he said. He works for a Fortune 500 company. He's a manager, so you definitely know that he's making a good amount of money. But like I said, that's just that, and the looks often is not enough for women. They want you to be a certain skin tone, or they want you to be cool. I don't know how to explain it other than that, just a cool type guy. But anyways, he seems cool, so he has a lot going for himself. He's well-spoken. He definitely really knows what he wants. He went on for a while about all the different qualities that he's looking for in a woman, as well as his deal breakers. I think also we are on an older episode. The women and the men are both a little bit older, most likely. So I feel like when you see them early pops, a lot of times it's the younger women that do that because they feel like they have so many options. But once those women get older, they start to realize that they have less options, and now they actually have to prioritize love, which they probably weren't doing when they were younger, which is probably why they're single on this show.
We'll go right here.
Okay, 2 more. And 1 more.
All right, I'm gonna go you. I apologize.
Okay, we'll actually start down there. You can stay right over here. All right, if we can have your name and age.
Sophia, 36.
And Sophia, what do you do?
I'm a programming specialist for a sports network. I'm a DJ, designer, Sophia.com, and a music publisher.
Okay, so why did you have your balloon unpopped?
I like the way he dressed. He spoke very well, and just wanted to hear him out. So, yeah.
All right. And why'd you end up popping her balloon?
Honestly, it was tough. You're beautiful.
Thank you.
I just had to pick 3. The whole panel was amazing.
Thank you.
Sorry about that.
Thank you. We had another one over here. Your name and age.
Anita, I'm 37.
And Anita, what do you do?
I'm a contract analyst by day, and I'm a DJ and actress as well.
All right. And so why was your balloon unpopped?
He's attractive, and I liked what he has to say.
Nice. And why'd you end up popping hers?
Once again, I just had to pop 3. You're beautiful. You're amazing. Yeah, I just had to pop somebody. I apologize.
Thank you.
And then our last one over here, your name and age.
Nikki, 33.
And Nikki, what do you do?
I own a balloon delivery service.
Oh, that's the coincidence. And so, Nikki, why was your balloon unpopped?
He's handsome, and I just wanted to hear what he had to say.
And why'd you end up popping hers?
I just wasn't honestly a fan of the gold in the hair. Other than that, you're very
Fairy hair.
yeah, you're very attractive. Other
Thank
than
you.
that, yeah. So
I
that's
like
fine.
to sparkle.
Work it, girl. All right. So
I'm surprised that she let him get away with like the whole not saying a real reason why he popped them, because he just kind of was like, he didn't really say he was more attracted to the other women, but I guess that's what he was kind of getting at. I was kind of surprised that he popped a girl on the far right. I feel like she looks pretty good. I mean, I'm not too much of a fan of her teeth. Her teeth are a little messed up, but I still think she looks very good. I don't know, that just bothers me though when they be like promoting shit. Like your IG is already on there and they be like, go to my website, da 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 da, when they're on this show for dating. Like it just makes me feel like that's not really the reason that they're there. Like, yeah, maybe they're okay with finding love, but really the reason is because they are looking to promote their brand and whatnot. But the other 2 girls, other than the one on the far right, I feel like they were good looking, you know, especially in the face. I feel like they looked good, but I feel like the darker skinned girl was a little more overweight, which is fine. You know, some people like that, but I feel like when you put her up against the other women on the show, I feel like it doesn't look as good than when you put her by herself. And I think most men that are on the show, they're very successful and they could date whoever they want, and they're probably going to want to date somebody that is a little more fit.
I'm now going to have you ask our remaining 6 ladies a question.
Okay. So the first question I had for the remaining ladies is, what's something from your previous relationship that you learned about yourself that you're going to take into your next relationship that make you a better person?
Okay, we'll start here first. Name and age.
Hi, my name is Shahira. I'm 35.
And Shahira, what do you do?
I am a footwear designer. I have my own footwear brand for women with larger shoe sizes, 9 through 14.
Okay, nice. And if you want to go ahead and just answer his question.
Vulnerability is the number one thing that I've learned from my past, and just to be more open and communicative about my feelings. I would hold things in and then it would just, come out in ways that wasn't beneficial to the relationship. So now I'm learning to communicate, be honest, be vulnerable, because I want the same in return. So, yeah.
For sure.
Your name and age.
Hi, I'm Janaea Moore with 808 in Trinity. I'm 33.
And Janae, what do you do?
I'm a servant of the Lord. So I am a personal assistant. That is what I do right now, currently.
Nice.
Yeah.
And if you want to go ahead and just answer his question.
So what I've learned, I would say I haven't been in a relationship since I've been saved. So now that I'm saved, it's really the Lord who's changed how I have relationships now. So I would say that what I've learned from the Lord is patience, having the fruits of the Spirit, patience, communication, understanding, just allowing someone to just not making assumptions on what they mean, maybe asking them, what do you mean by that? And just having a heart posture that is good, Yeah.
Thank you. Your name and age.
My name is Jessica and I'm 36.
And Jessica, what do you do?
I am artistic director for a dance studio.
Okay.
And if you can just answer his question.
Sure. I would say something that I didn't do in my relationship that I'm focused on prioritizing this time around is making sure that I make my significant other the most important person. I think sometimes we allow time to get away from us and devoting too much time to other things, but just prioritizing quality time with that person.
Okay.
All right, your name and age.
Katera Wilder, 38, and I'm a biomedical engineer.
Now, Katera, if you can go ahead and answer his question.
So for my previous relationship, I realized that love isn't enough. I was in a relationship and we loved each other deeply, but we needed more than just that. It needed to make sense in terms of logistics, like where we lived. It was a long distance relationship. And so as much as I want to have a partner, I want someone who's also intentional about making sure that they're ready for a relationship, like a marriage.
Okay.
Your name.
Okay, so the last two girls had really good answers. Also, shout out to the Black woman engineers. We do not see this on the show very often, and just in general, there's not a lot of them. So shout out to her. That's really cool. I thought she had a great answer. I think like a lot of people don't think about that. They say they're looking for love when they want a marriage, and love is not enough for marriage. Like she said, you need to prioritize really spending time with people, getting to know them, like really just like prioritizing investing in the relationship, and it has to make sense logistically and compatibility wise, and that's deeper than just love. I liked how the girl in the leopard print, I don't know exactly what print that is, but she said that we need to, I like that the girl in the leopard print said that she needed to prioritize her relationship with the man. I think that's another thing. A lot of the women on this show, they're very successful, you know, they've got a lot going for themselves, so why are they looking for a relationship when we don't even know if they would prioritize that man, if he's going to have to take a backseat to her career? And often when the women get asked that, they say they wouldn't prioritize their career. They want a man that's just like kind of going to be second fiddle to what they are really focused on in their goals in their career. And yet they still say they're looking for a marriage and family, which is just crazy to me. The girl right before that, I mean, I don't know if I can rewind. The Hispanic looking girl that's next to the girl in the leopard print, I don't know. It was giving born again virgin. Like I love it. Love to hear that she's been saved. Love to hear that she's refocused her life on religion. But it's almost like she's looking at how she is now as if like she's never had a relationship before. Like I feel like she still could have answered the question a little bit more, because I feel like she was just saying how she's grown after rededicating herself to religion or finding God. But like that's not what he asked. He asked what you learned from your last relationship, and it almost sounds like she might also be like waiting to have sex until marriage, because I don't know, when people say they're like very religious like that, that's like instantly what comes to mind. Especially, it's crazy to say you're waiting to have sex until marriage just because you've been saved, when you already had sex with many men probably before that relationship. Like, what do y'all think about that? Let me know down in the comments what y'all think about the born again virgins, what y'all think about people waiting to have sex until marriage when they've already had sex. And then lastly, the girl on the far left, the taller girl, communication. She said she's working on communication vulnerability. If a man said that on this lineup, it would be instant pop. They would be coming right back to him next time to pop his balloon.
Name and age.
Liz, I'm 36.
Liz, what do you do?
I'm a business consultant for a software company.
A lot of smart ladies up in here today. All right. And if you want to go ahead and just answer his question.
I would say the number one thing that I learned is how to be a better communicator. I would say at times I probably wasn't the best communicator. Even little things like if I need more time to think before we have a conversation about an argument we just had, I wasn't the best at communicating that. So I would say how to be a better communicator, for sure.
And our last lady over here, your name and age.
My name is Natalie. I'm 38 years old.
Natalie, what do you do?
I'm a licensed social worker.
And if you want to answer his question.
The one thing that I would take from my last relationship is that I was too forgiving of behaviors and words that were said. So for instance, you know, if they tell me that they're not ready for a relationship, I need to move on. And in that fact, I was too forgiving, and I would give too many chances to like try and prove myself. And that is one thing that I know that I will be taking on moving forward, to not be so forgiving.
Okay.
Let's head on back. And now, what about for yourself? What's something you learned from your last relationship?
Communication is key. Without communication, the relationship, it'll become stagnant, and you really won't know your partner like you should. So communication is key, and that's what I take.
Okay, so you did hear a lot of responses. It's now time to pop 2 balloons.
Okay. So we're gonna go down here first.
Okay. Yeah, you go ahead. I'm gonna let you pop your 2 first, and then we'll see why.
All right. Sorry.
Okay, and then one more.
They all had similar answers, so this is. Oof.
Oh, okay. So let's go to the one you ended up popping, and then we'll come back to her. All right. So why did you have your balloon unpopped?
Physically, I do find him to be attractive. The cliche of I want to hear him out and hear more of what he had to say. But yeah, so that was it, really.
I see. And why did you end up popping her balloon?
Honestly, you're attractive. You're amazing. I love your answer. But when you started talking, you got the gemstones on your teeth, and I just honestly just wasn't a fan of that. Yeah.
Hey, to each their own. What can I say? It's there, but I can take it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not forever.
Like you put it yourself, or you had to get it like implanted?
I put it myself. I implant it.
Like,
No.
You know, some people actually do that.
If I had to take it off tonight, I could take it off.
Okay.
Yes.
I see. All right. Thank you.
But each their own.
Yeah. And then we did get a pop over here. Why'd you end up?
I don't know. I like the tooth gemstones. So I don't really get it. I feel like she was one of the more attractive ones. Like for me personally, I was surprised when he popped her balloon. Also, I liked that she had like a different type of answer. Like I don't agree with him. He said that he thought they all had similar answers. I mean, the only thing that I feel like I heard twice was communication, but she definitely had like a reverse answer. Like she was saying she wouldn't tolerate certain things versus all the other women said that they wanted to change something about themselves. And I guess it is still something about herself, but I don't know. I just liked her answer was like a very strong answer, and she seems like a decisive person. And I like that in a woman. I think a lot of women are indecisive, and that's not a good thing, because are you indecisive about me? But I feel like this girl probably popped her balloon just because he didn't pick her, but I also feel like she looks one of the better looking ones also. So I was kind of surprised that he waited so long to pop her balloon, but I don't know. Like, let's see what she says.
Popping your balloon.
I popped because I feel like when I was giving my answers, I could tell you were like looking around, trying to figure some things out. So I just didn't feel that connection there when I was answering. But you're attractive. I love your fit.
It.
Yeah, but just didn't feel that connection.
And now she's someone that's your type?
Oh, for sure. For sure. Honestly, it's difficult up here, because everybody's attractive. So you're trying to figure something out on the fly, right? So I do apologize for that, but my focus was on you.
Oh, well, thank you. Okay, we now have 4 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
So who is the most important man in your life, and what qualities stand out about him to you?
Okay, let's start their comeback. All right, who's the most important man in your life, and what qualities stand out about him?
It's definitely my father. He is a genuine person. He loves my mother. And I just feel like I've seen what it looks like to have a husband who is funny. He likes to have fun. He was actually at a probate yesterday because he's an alpha, and so he still has fun even in his old age. But he's also serious. And so, yeah, he is my example.
Okay.
Okay, what about over here?
I would have to echo her sentiments. My dad is the most important man in my life right now. He is just an extremely unique individual, and he always taught me to always be myself and to love people.
Sure.
And let's hear from you over here.
I'd have to say my grandfather. He's my favorite person in the world. He's so amazing. He just is a provider. He cares about us. He takes care of us. I mean, even now, like, he gets my oil changed. So, like, I'm just used to he's just somebody who he takes care of the household. He takes care of 2 households. So I just love him. Yeah.
And what about here?
I would say the same. My grandfather, he was so kind, and his love for the Lord was amazing. Like, that's what I strive to be. And he just loved love. He recently passed away the day before Valentine's Day, and it's just so coincidental because, he was just so loving, so kind. He was also a provider. I didn't have to think about anything when I was with my granddad, and he was 95, and that's exactly the kind of man that I want to marry one day. And he taught me about vulnerability and all that stuff. So I'm a completely different person thanks to my granddad. So
That's a good question. All right, I am gonna have you pop one balloon.
Okay. Go right here.
Okay. So why was your balloon unpopped?
I think he's attractive.
Thank you.
You seem well put together and like you have a good head on your shoulder. So that's why I didn't pop.
And why'd you end up popping hers?
The other three ladies, they seem a little bit more outwardly extroverted than you. So that's the only reason why. You're beautiful. Yeah.
Now, are you more of an introvert?
I turn both on and off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's tough up here. I get it.
It's all good. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, 3 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
Okay. Question would be, if there was one thing your partner could do that'd make you immediately smile and have butterflies in your stomach, what would it be?
Okay, let's go here.
I would say just like small touches, like touch me on my back or, just little things when I'm not expecting it. Just small, like not words of affirmation, but touches of affirmation.
Okay.
What about over here?
Oh my gosh, there's so many things. Thoughtful gifts. I like thoughtful gifts. They're nice. Yeah.
And over here.
I love to dance, and so I would just love to have a partner while we're cooking, just to like grab me, twirl me around, and just dance in the kitchen. That would just make my heart melt.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't think that question was gonna be good. I don't know why, but they actually did all give very different answers. I feel like it almost tapped into like, what's your love language? Like a similar question to that. So it turned out to be a good question. I felt like all his questions have been really good. To me, the Hispanic looking girl, she's wearing like that black leather outfit. She is giving like gold digger to me, like thoughtful gifts. She brought up her grandfather, and like really the only thing I feel like she mentioned about him was the fact that he was a provider. Like at least the other girl who mentioned their grandfather and the other two girls talking about their father, I feel like the fact that he's a provider wasn't really like the focus of the reason that they loved him or that they cared about him so much. And like, I don't know, like I guess thoughtful gifts can be something that's not necessarily really expensive, but I just feel like I don't know, like it just seems like the providing aspect is very important for her, and I feel like I like to hear more than just that, because that's like obviously the cliche. Of course, almost every woman that comes on this show is looking for a protector and a provider, but what more do you want?
And what about for yourself? I know they want to know.
Honestly, just words. Hey, like, how was your day? How are you? I was in a situation before where I didn't get that. So, that resonates with me. So words of affirmation is my love language, my first one. So that's what it is.
All right. Time to pop a balloon. Oh, okay. Let's come this way. Why'd you end up popping your balloon?
So I was like, I really didn't want to pop. I think you're attractive and I love what you do. I think your career is great and like what you have going on. I'm very into men with purpose and who are high achieving. So I think that that's awesome. And so I was just like, oh my gosh, I just don't have anything to pop on him. But I do feel like you're a little bit older. I mean, I'm open. That's why I was like, should I wait? Because I'm open to dating somebody a little bit older. But I'm used to dating people who are maybe like younger looking. And so that's kind of it. It's not a lot. You're awesome.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. And I just want them to have a chance. I want you to have a chance with somebody. Yeah.
Got you.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
For sure. I usually go for women who are a little bit taller, but she's very beautiful. So definitely my type.
Thank you. All right, our 2 ladies left. Any questions?
That answer was just so like irritating to me. Like, I couldn't come up with anything really to pop you on. So I basically came up with some stupid reason. Like, and it's crazy that she said, I hear this so much on this show. You're too old for me, especially to say he looks old, because he does not look old. And to say like, oh, I want a high achieving man, but I don't want a man that's older, and I want a protector and provider and all this other stuff. And then, oh yeah, and by the way, I want him to make a lot of money, but I don't want him to be older. That's why these women are single, especially women. I feel like she's more attractive. They tend to get away with all this BS, like, oh, I'm a born again virgin, or, you know, I want a man to do all this trick on me, basically, and then I want to, I don't know, and then I'm going to come up with stupid reasons. Like, I just don't understand how she said that he looks older. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Also, the girl to the left of her, I thought she was about to pop her balloon too. And then on top of that, why wait all the way till the end? It's like, it's just, why you should have gave somebody else opportunity, first of all. And then two, it's like, she said, oh, I just want you to be like, find your person. I don't remember exactly what she said, but it was something like, I'm doing this for you or something. Like, it's just, like, shared personality just irks me.
It's for him. You ready? Okay.
Where do you see yourself in the next 2 years?
In the next 2 years, getting a promotion with my company, and then also growing my bakery business. Yeah, so those are the two things that I see myself, where I see myself going in the next 2 years. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What about over here?
I'm curious about a life philosophy or motto and why that is for you, if you have one.
I won't necessarily say I have a life philosophy. One thing I always think about is, you know, just striving for results, driving for results and failing fast. You know, if you have a short-term memory, you know, you're able to like just move on to something else really, really quickly. And just having that mentality to where you just attack each and every day the same way. Right.
All right, thank you. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're down to our final two. It is time to pop a balloon. Oh, you had another question?
Well, follow up to that. Where do you see yourself? So I was looking for a specific answer. Do you see yourself getting married, having kids? Like, what's the family goals of yours?
My family goals, it's interesting because I always thought I would have a family, kids by the time I was 25. Obviously, that didn't happen, right? We all have these ideals. But in the next 2 years, going towards that. Marriage in 2 years is fast. But, you know, if you find your partner and you all speak to each other and that happens, then that happens. Never put a time limit on anything. But yeah, on that trajectory for sure.
Okay. I think I'm going to have to pop.
Okay.
All right. And why'd you end up popping?
Just because I want someone who is marriage minded and focused on building a family. And, you know, their time is, you just never know what can happen, but I want someone that has that on their forefront of their mind. So
okay, for sure.
All right. Now is she someone that's your type?
For sure. Like I said, I usually talk to taller women. She's very beautiful, very attractive, great career. So yeah, definitely for sure.
Thanks. We do have our last lady over here.
That's crazy. I was surprised she didn't pop her balloon immediately when he didn't say that. Like, if you watch this show and you know a girl asks you what's your plan for the next however many years, she's not caring about no career. Like, she's caring about you to say, I want to have kids and get married in the next certain amount of years. And I think his answer was spot on. You should not put a time limit on anything, especially something like marriage or kids, which are very serious decisions. And it's crazy to me when women come up here and they're like, oh, I want to get married and have kids in the next 2 years. Like he said, if that happens, cool. But to expect that is the problem. But I don't know. Like, I just feel like that, yeah, I just can't believe. I think he gave the perfect right answer, and it's crazy to me that she would say that. I knew she wasn't going to like it when he said that he didn't want to get married in the next 2 years. And just because he doesn't want to get married in 2 years doesn't mean he's marriage-minded or not marriage-minded. She said that. Like, he literally said he wants to get married and have kids. He just not putting a time limit on it.
Here, so just want to ask as well, is she someone that's your type?
She is. She is.
You got all 32 out. Come on up here. I'll have you stand on that side of me. No, you'll stand over here. Okay, y'all. Any final question between the two of you before we determine if we've got a match?
How would your friends describe you?
Funny, outgoing, inspirational. I have a group of around like 50 fellas that we always motivate each other every single day.
That's a lot of people.
It's a lot.
You know 55 people.
Yeah, I
Closely.
do. Like closely, yeah. And we all push each other every day, whether it may be something physical along the lines of working out, or within like your work sector. We push each other every day. So yeah, that's what they would describe me as.
And you're good with questions? You have a last one? One last one. If you have one.
Do you have any children?
No.
No? Okay. I don't either. So.
Okay. Well, let me ask my question then. Is it a yes for you for him?
Yes.
And is it a yes for you for her?
For sure.
We got a match! I'll take the mic.
There you go.
And you guys can go on off. Get your girl. Make some noise for them ladies.
I was surprised. I was like, usually the girls be like really hyping them up when they get a match, and then it was like dead quiet when they ended up getting a match. Like, I don't know why that was like so awkward to me. Like, it's just that just never happens on the show. But let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. Let me know if you think that they would be a good match together. If he would have matched better with somebody else, let me know. Let me know what else I should be reacting to. Subscribe if you made it to the end of the video. Like the video. Check out my playlist to see my other Pop the Balloon reaction videos. I'm gonna get up out of here. Hope you have a great day. Peace.
Oh, here, let's go, okay, go. Yeah, yeah. She wanna make me her wife, but I don't wanna be her wife, okay. Slide by in the motherfucking range, I do the dash in the vintage, yeah.